Hello everyone, welcome back to Oracle EBS Pro Learning channel. I hope you are all doing well. If you are new to this channel, I recommended watching my first video, what is Oracle EBS, as it covers the Oracle EBS basics. Today we are going to learn about the Oracle EBS financial modules. By the end of this video, you will understand the major Oracle EBS finance modules, the purpose of each module, and how they work together in an organization business process. So let's get started. So to help you understand the Oracle EBS financial module more easily, I have prepared a simple diagram. Let's use this diagram to understand how each module work and how they are connected to application. We can find this diagram. So this is the Oracle EBS financial module. I have added all financial module like GL. GL stands for General Ledger, AP stands for Account Payables, AR stands for Account Receivables, FA stands for Fixed Assets, CM stands for Cash Management, PO Purchasing or Purchasing. Then come to what is the General Ledger. General Ledger, the core accounting module in Oracle EBS, it records all financial transactions from different business areas such as expenses, revenue, payment, receipts, asset, depreciation, and general entries. It is then used to prepare financial statement like the balance sheet and profit and loss statement. So general ledger under these are also available for transaction purpose. Coming to general, what is the general? A general is a collection of accounting entries. Every business transaction is recorded as a journals with debit and credit amount in the application. So next is why do you use general ledger? Because of record the financial transactions, maintain the account balances and generate the trial balances and generate the balance sheet and generate the profit and loss statement. So I will give you some example. When a company pays office rent and employees salaries, LCT bill or record sales revenue, those accounting entries are ultimately reflected in the general ledger. GL provides a complete financial picture of the organization. And I will give you another example. You have personal notebook where you write every income and every expenses at end of the month. You can see how much you earned and how much you spent and how much money you have left, and these are all general ledger works in the same way but for an entire company. So now that we have understood general ledger and its role of Oracle EBS, let's move on the account payables where you learn how companies manage supplier invoice and payment. And what is the account payables? Account payables are used to manage the supplier invoice and payments. And exactly why do you use for account payables? For this, create the supplier invoice, validate the invoices, and process the payment, record the liabilities. Purpose we have used for the account payables. I will give you example. If your company purchases laptops from Dell company, AP records the supplier invoice and later process the payment. So now that we have learned how companies manage supplier invoice and payments, let's move on the account receivables and see how business manage customer invoice and collections. So Account receivables main is customer invoice and collection only. So why do you use account receivables? Because create the customer invoice, record the receipts, and track outstand the payment for customer. And I will give you example. If your company sells software to a customer, and AR generate the invoice and record the payment when it is received. So we have now covered customer transactions. Next, let's look at fixed assets and learn how organizations manage assets like building, machinery, and computers. Then move to fixed assets. The fixed asset module manage company asset throughout their life cycle. So exactly why do you use FA? Asset addition and depreciation, asset transfers, and retirement. So I will give you a real-time example. When a company buys a new server, it is added as a fixed assets, and depreciation is calculated for every month. So this is one of the example. Now that we have understood how assets are managed, let's move on the cash management. So cash management, business reconciliation their bank accounts. So what is the cash management? Cash management helps organizations manage bank statements and reconciliation bank transaction. And why do you use the cash management? Like bank reconciliation, cash position tracking, and statement reconciliation. I will give you one example. After the bank sends statements, Oracle compares it with the company's record to identify any differences are there. So in that time we have used for the cash management. Now let's explore purchasing, where you will see how companies create purchase requisition, purchase order, and procure goods and services. So what is the purchasing? The purchasing model used to procure goods and services from suppliers. Why do you use for purchasing? Purchase requisition and purchase order and receiving and supplier management. So I will give you an example. If the IT departments needs a new laptops, they create a requisition, and purchasing creates a purchase order, and the supplier delivers to the laptops. So how the modules work together, for next slide we can find out. So let's move to next slide. So this is the structure. As you can see, all the Oracle EBS financial modules are integrated each other. So they do not work independently. A transaction that start in one module automatically flows to the next module based on the business process. So for example, the purchasing module creates the purchase order. Once the supplier sends the invoice, it is processed in account payables. After the payment is complete, the accounting entries or transactions are moved to general ledger. Similarly, transaction from account receivables, fixed assets, and cash management are also transferred to the general ledger. This is the integration helps organization maintain the accurate financial records and reduce the manual work. This is the mm, module how together it work. So final, today we will learn the purchase of each Oracle EBS Finance module and saw how they support different business process. So in the next video, we will explore the complete Procure-to-Pay business flow step by step. And thank you for watching today's section. And I hope you now have a basic understanding of Oracle EBS should any why organization use it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments box. I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much.